going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, follow from the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. And, you always want to do rebuilds. I mean, there's always the temptation of just waiting. Let's just wait to the next Madden, because then it's going to be an authentic new rebuild with the new players, the new rookies. But, it's been a while. Been a while since I've been in this space, and there was a pick that I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a Bears fan. I don't dislike the Bears. I'm not a fan of the Bears, but I genuinely felt excited for the Chicago Bears last night when they selected Justin Fields at Ohio State. They traded 2 first-round picks to go up and get that dude. So today, we're going to be doing a Chicago Bears rebuild with Justin Fields under center. Now, the ratings and stuff like that is all kind of, I didn't make them. It's just a roster that I downloaded for Justin Fields. We're not going to keep him on that normal dev trait. I think that you look at a player of his capabilities, try to project what he'll get in Madden. I think we'll start with the star dev for sure. So that's what we're going to give him, 77 star dev. The rest of the ratings, you got 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 throw power. Throw on the run's pretty good. Play action's good. His carrying, his playmaking ability with the ball in his hands is pretty good. So he is going to be our quarterback, and we're not going to be like the Chicago Bears, at least reportedly said they were last night, going with Andy Dalton as their starter, and then they might work in Justin Fields. I'm thinking, I'm thinking the Chicago Bears could be looking to see if they can hire the Chargers medical staff, and they could do a Tyrod Taylor, Justin Herbert situation here with Dalton Fields. But I get genuinely happy and excited for the Chicago Bears now that they have at least what they hope to be their new franchise quarterback. Looking at the rest of this roster very quickly, we got David Montgomery, 85, Damian Williams, Tariq Cohen as our running backs. At wide receiver, Allen Robinson at 90 overall. We have Miller, Darnell Mooney, who was an exceptional rookie for the Chicago Bears last season. Speedster, burner on the outside. At tight end, we got Jimmy Graham, Cole Kmet. Offensive line, Leno, Whitehair. Center's pretty weak. Actually, center's not important in the sim. I was going to say we probably could kick James Daniels into center. But we'll just rock with that offensive line. Then we have Massey at tackle. Defensively, Akeem Hicks and Mario Edwards Jr. on the defensive line. Eddie Goldman at nose tackle. You also have Bilal Nichols there. You could do something like this, where we take Nichols, because he has that star dev trait. You're going to want him to get on the field sooner than later. Want to maximize that. We'll actually might kick him into defensive end, have him play on the other side of Akeem Hicks, because you don't need 2 defensive tackles when you're running that 3-4. Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan, and Robert Quinn make up our linebacking core. In the secondary, no more Kyle Fuller. We have Desmond Trufant. Jalen Johnson was a really good pick, probably one of my favorite second-round picks last season. They get Artie Burns as well, but generally outside of Jalen Johnson, not a lot of optimism for the rest of these corners for this rebuild. Definitely a position we want to try to get better at. Eddie Jackson's a beast at free safety, strong safety, guys that are probably better suited being special teamers than they are starters. Another position that we want to try and get just a little bit better. But the most important position that the Chicago Bears needed to get better at, especially to make them an intriguing rebuild team, they did so in landing Justin Fields. So let's get into the rebuild. This looks kind of cool. We got a QB mentorship. Andy Dalton wants to take old Justin Fields under his wing. That's kind of a bonus. So definitely mentor the starting quarterback. Tell him to do exactly what you didn't do the last couple of years of your career. Those are all attributes that Fields is probably actually pretty good at. We'll go throw under pressure. I think we get usually a +2 from that. And we do +3, throw under pressure. Thank you, Andy Dalton, for doing that, being that mentor, embracing your role now with the Chicago Bears. So we're at roughly the midway point, and there is going to be something to be said about this sim, about this rebuild, because the Bears' offense is always overpowered, so it's not going to be necessarily like we're taking a team that's generally not good in Madden 21 sim and then having a brand new quarterback just dominate. Bears quarterbacks tend to be very good. And with Justin Fields, we're 5-3. We're right on the mark here to compete in the NFC North. Jared Goff and the Lions are there at 5-2. But I'm happy with where we're going. Looking at our contracts. First, we got Allen Robinson, 4-year deal. Yep, sure, take it right in, get him for the rest of his prime. Other than that, free agents looking a little light here for the Chicago Bears. I'm good just going right into free agency with whatever salary cap we have to maybe make a splash there. At the end of Justin Fields' rookie campaign with the Chicago Bears, 9-7, which is Probably kind of realistic if at any point in real life Justin Fields does become the starter. I don't know if right away it's going to take the Bears over the top, but I am pretty excited to see what his stats were. He developed very nicely using just default XP. He's up to an 82 overall already. We already know he's just a star dev, which is great. Mooney still waiting on that dev trade. He's up to an 81. We went with Cole Kmet over Jimmy Graham at tight end. He's up to a 76. On the defensive side, Jalen Johnson's developed nicely. He's now up to an 80 overall. Roquan almost into the 90s. Khalil Mack almost back up to the 99 club. So let's look at the stats here. What got us into the playoffs here in year one, Justin Fields was outstanding. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 15 picks. Definitely want to cut down on those interceptions just a little bit, but for a rookie campaign, that is simply outstanding. Obviously, the rushing numbers are not going to be where you want, but 260 for Madden 21 is not really that bad. Over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns for David Montgomery. Receiving 71 catches, just 14 yards shy of breaking 1,000 yards and 12 tutties for Allen Robinson. 9 and 8 Anthony Miller, 7 and 7 for Darnell Mooney. Almost 700 yards there for Cole Kmet. Defensively, we got 80 solo, over 100 total tackles for Dane Trevathan and 10 TFLs. 13 sacks, Khalil Mack, 6 from Robert Quinn. We have 4 picks, Roquan Smith, 3 from R.D. Burns, which is nice because he's kind of looking at the depth chart. He's going to be more of a role player, but 3 picks for a first-round pick. Maybe you can put it all together here for the Chicago Bears. Very quick look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Patrick Mahomes. Justin Fields coming in at number 6. In the NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Kyler Murray. Justin Fields at 5. Defensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack, runner-up there at 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Justin Fields. Obviously, this is going to look kind of weird because we do have a mix of Madden 21 rookies and the actual rookies. So you're seeing Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts, and guys that were actually already there. Looking for the rest of the awards to see if we have any Bears. Khalil Mack was the top linebacker. I'll take that, man. I will take that. As this is the long game. We still got 4 more years of rebuild to go. So let's see here in year 1. Can we beat the Seattle Seahawks 10-6 in the first round of the playoffs? And it was a close defeat, 31-21. Russell Wilson, we just defense, man. I mean, Justin Fields, it wasn't like he took the game over, but we lost the game because of Justin Fields. And then you look at Russell Wilson, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Defense just didn't do enough. 100 yards there for Allen Robinson. 16 tackles, Roquan Smith. Both teams sharing a sack there. Jamal Adams got an interception. It's just we didn't stop Russell Wilson. So let's move on to the offseason and then get into year 2 of Justin Fields on the Chicago Bears rebuild. For free agency, no real upgrades to be had. We don't have a lot of money anyways. So we'll just, this will be a draft-focused offseason here in year 1. Good news, before the draft, Justin Fields went up dev trait, which is always awesome, especially when it's a rookie quarterback. But given his production last season, I'm not really shocked. Offensive Rookie of the Year going up to a superstar dev. This is going to be a special rebuild. If you don't win a Super Bowl, it's going to be pretty lame. For the first round pick in the draft, looking at the positions I wanted to get better at, I was looking at maybe a Danny Trevathan replacement. Maybe this guy, Quentin Dubois, 5th round, 2nd round. Type grade. Offensive line, right tackle, potentially. We've got a couple 2nd rounders there, but maybe, that could be what we look like in the 2nd round. So, corner, no real awesome corner player. Parker Brown, we probably want to try to target him a little bit later, but safety's also a spot. Find a partner for Eddie Jackson. We have 3 guys here. Philip McDonald, free safety, could kick him with that size. 2 strong safety, he's a late first. Trey Patterson's a late first. And then we have Davidson. That's just, we got to go with that, man. The strong safety, mid-first round talent. Even though there's something to be said, it's been a while. It's probably been a month since I've, gone into a Madden 21 draft. But we were at a point, as we let the anticipation build up here, where it's almost if you saw late first round talent, you knew there's probably a better chance they'd have a dev trait than they wouldn't. But I don't know, we'll go BPA here. Davidson, no dev. He's still good, number 11 in true value, 74 overall, will start right away. And at least safety is one of the positions that commonly will get a dev trait upgrade scenario in-game. 2nd round, grab that right tackle, Michael Ackerman, 71 normal, which is probably going to put him in line right away to compete with Bobby Massey for the starting right tackle spot. 3rd round, last of the picks that I want, we have that late 1st round grade corner, 6'2", 203 to North Dakota State, the Bison. Oh, that's a good pick. Parker Brown, 72, hidden dev, 26th overall. 95 acceleration, looks good. Coverage ability ain't bad. That is, hey, we got 3 potential rookie starters right there in our first draft in this rebuild. So for our final draft recap, feels good to be back. Didn't think I'd ever say that in Madden, but given the drafting, some of those earlier Maddens I've been doing on the flashback stuff, you know, it's good to be back in my element. So we finished on the draft here. I traded out of the 7th round. I didn't have any scouting. I got a 67 linebacker that we're going to have to kick inside. He's more so a middle linebacker in a 3-4. And then we got a starting rookie punter. So I have legitimately 4 rookie starters out of our 5 picks. It does not get much better than that. So as we start year 2, 83 overall, 83 offense, 84 defense. Terms of changes, nothing really too crazy. What's going on here though? Why? Okay, let's regenerate here our best lineup. I want Ackerman to start at right tackle. Other than that, no real changes. Did Montgomery go up depth chart? Was he always superstar? I don't feel like he was. Maybe he was? No, he went up. Okay, so we now have a superstar running back, and Montgomery went up depth chart. Justin Fields went up depth chart to a superstar, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that for year 1 in a Bears rebuild. Flipping to the defensive side, front 3 solid. Brown, that value corner, is going to be our starting slot, so he's getting a lot of opportunities to go up depth chart. Jackson Quinn, Trevathan Smith, and Mack at linebacker. Dave Davidson will get the start at strong safety as our first overall pick. This is good, man. I'm going to be shocked if we don't make the playoffs every year, which is good for the odds of eventually trying to go on and win a Super Bowl. Will it be year 2, though? Let's just make our main goal. Let's see more strides from Justin Fields, less interceptions, but it's going to be pretty hard to, underwhelm, given the fact that he was, 5th or 6th in MVP voting last season. Midway point of year 2, we actually have a breakout scenario for Justin Fields, trying to get that X factor, which leads me to believe that he's playing fairly well, even though we're 4-3, which is not, an outstanding record. Has his first place in the division, though, which is not too shabby. Looking at some contracts, so let's do that. We got Akeem Hicks here looking for... Let's prioritize some of the longer-term option guys that we want to make sure we can hold on to. So first up, I would say Bilal Nichols on the defensive line. Give him something like a 4-year deal, $50 million. I think James Daniels as well on the offensive line. Let's give him a 5-year deal. That's just over 7.5 cap hit. We don't have someone that can take over for Hicks right away. And at 88, he's going to regress. Like, he's at his peak. He's not going to, but I still think at the end of that 2-year contract, he's still going to be 82, 83, somewhere in that range, and a viable starter. So we'll give him a contract extension. I'm not giving Leno one. That rating's gone. Even though I usually try to ride offensive linemen into the ground here. We'll give Hicks a deal. And then other than that, man, it's going to be maybe a little bit of a rebuild to the rest of the offensive line this offseason. Fields played well. Not well enough to go up to an X factor. But, I don't know. Maybe if he got an X factor right away, I might feel a little bit like, man, this is coming a little too easy for the Chicago Bears here. As we're able to re-sign Akeem Hicks. Let's see where we finish at the end of the season. Not bad. 9-7 again, enough to get into the playoffs. We had strong showing from Khalil Mack in Week 17, a losing effort against the Bengals, but we punched our ticket to the playoffs. 9-7, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Anytime we can beat Dallas, I'll take it. We're still the 5 seed, which means did we come second in the division? I think that's what that means. Green Bay 10-6. Obviously, they still have Aaron Rodgers in this situation. But, we're up to an 87. The team is developing very nicely. We've never thought of too many in the playoffs. So, Justin Fields, 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 picks. So, that's a couple less, maybe not as much as I wanted to see from what we had a year ago. But still, it's lower interception rate. And those are still outstanding offensive numbers. 950 and 4 from Montgomery, leading the team rushing. 1,100, almost 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns for Mooney. 1,010 for Allen Robinson. Almost 8 and 4 for Cole Kmet. Anthony Miller, 700 yards, 9 total touchdowns. So everyone's eating here on the Chicago Bears offense. Over 100 tackles for Roquan Smith, 14 TFLs, 3 picks. He's been outstanding. 12 sacks, Khalil Mack. 7 for Robert Quinn. Parker Brown, 4 interceptions. That is what you like to see from your home run value picks. Your diamonds, whatever you want to call them in the draft. Parker Brown is going to be a stud. Yearly awards, Josh Allen won the MVP. And it's back-to-back season where Justin Fields comes in at number 6. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Justin Fields. We might be able to get him up to an X Factor based off of the awards and accolades and stats he put up this season. Defensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack coming in at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We don't have one. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ooh, Parker Brown, runner-up. I thought he might get it with the 4 picks, but just on the outside looking in. Khalil Mack is linebacker of the year. And we have an opportunity here in the playoffs against Dallas. Might be. I'd like to just get one win. And we do. We knock out the Cowboys 28-17 in this game. Both quarterbacks played well. Dak Prescott and Justin Fields played turnover-free football. Nice showing from David Montgomery, 86 yards and a tutty. We held Zeke Elliott in check, which is good. Almost 100 yards for Mooney. Defensively, 2 sacks tackled Charlton. We had 1 for Goldman there. No turnovers because, again, everything was pretty good. But, hey, that's a nice, efficient victory. And we go into, let's see if we have any XP to spend. Not for a starter. We have the Seattle Seahawks in the divisional round. Oh, this is a run. We're going on the run. NFC Championship in year 2 of the Justin Fields tenure. 34-31 with 17 points in the fourth quarter. The Bears able to repel, avenge their loss to Seattle last year. Not an amazing game from Fields. Pretty level there with Russ. 2 rushing touchdowns, Cohen and Williams. DK had himself a game. Defensively, again, nothing too crazy. Jalen Johnson with the pick. I guess, we just edged him out when all is said and done. So we're in the NFC Conference Championship. Any good XP to spend here? I mean, Bilal Nichols, whatever. Come on. Let's go to the Super Bowl. I will hop in and play the Super Bowl if we go to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Year 2, Justin Fields. Okay, again, I don't think we're going to expect this. He's up to an 88. Let's go improviser. 91 with the +2 morale boost there. Did he go up to an X Factor? Let's see. Maybe. I wouldn't be shocked. No, he's still there at Superstar. But we take on the 15-1 Cleveland Browns. We'll play the moments in this one. We'll play the moments. Because year 2, if I hop in and play it and essentially try to win ourselves a Super Bowl, it's still 3 more years. Where's the, peaks. You don't want the video to peak right in the middle. But we will play the moments. And, if it happens, it happens. All right. Actually, you know what? If the Bears win the Super Bowl, we'll end this one. We'll end it right here. Because then it almost shows it only took us 2 years with Justin Fields. Finally, to give the Bears a somewhat hyped up, competent quarterback. And they could go on and win the Super Bowl. But the Browns are 15-1. Which, it's going to be no easy task. We are clearly the underdogs in this matchup. Haven't been able to get a whole lot going here, but we were able to get a touchdown to end the first half. We missed the extra point. Because we missed the extra point, which is bullshit. I'll come in here on this 3rd and 5. See if we can make the play. I know the difficulty's not too crazy. I think we're on All-Pro, so it's not all Madden. I should have an opportunity to make some plays. Mooney in the slot. Absolutely want to utilize his speed there. Oh, he gets wide open. Darnell Mooney! We break an ankle. Oh, we broke more than an ankle. We took that dude's soul. Was that John Johnson? Big free agent signing there for the Cleveland Browns. And we took his soul away. We'll let them finish off that drive. Or at least try to. Oh, wow. They settled for a field goal. That's frustrating. So we're still down at 1 point. If I can come in on this drive, I will. Oh, they go to the red zone. Tutty for the Bears. This is tied up. Is this going to go to overtime? Okay, let's see here. Ooh. 4 verts. Clock's not running. 3rd and 1. French field goal range. Might be smart. Maybe I'll tuck it with Justin Fields. Gets in the field goal range. Burn the timeout. Long field goal range. But Cairo Santos, didn't he just get paid big money from the Bears? Make it. Oh, we won the Super Bowl! Took us 2 seasons. Again, I feel like I don't want to hold you guys up. We don't need a 50-minute long video. This is all the Bears needed. To get off that high from getting trading up to get Justin Fields. From thinking there's no chance Justin Fields is going to go top 5, top 10, for sure not going to fall to us. To a scenario where they trade up to get Justin Fields. That high carried into it only took me 2 years in Madden to win a Super Bowl. Now that Justin Fields is your starting quarterback. That was filth, man. That was an exciting game. I didn't have to cheese too much. We got a Justin Fields scramble, good touchdown. He's your Super Bowl MVP with almost 400 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And through his first 2 years, he's 6 back-to-back years in MVP voting. Now, is that going to happen in real life? Probably not. But again, this one goes out to all the Bears fans. Anytime I do a Bears rebuild, historically on my channel, it gets great views, great support from you guys. A lot of Bears fans enjoy my content. And I'm genuinely, like, it might not work out. Hey, Justin Fields has his issues. You know, there's a reason why, you know, he slipped to where he slipped. But I'm very excited for you guys as a fan base to be hyped, at least hyped around a QB prospect. I mean, like, even when you guys drafted Mitchell Trubisky, people were like, maybe he's the guy, but the hype was, you know, I'm not going to say underwhelming, but the hype wasn't crazy. But the hype getting someone like Justin Fields, especially now Matt Nagy there, I hope it works out. I genuinely, as long as you guys aren't playing the Eagles, I'm hoping Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears works out. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see maybe Trey Lance on the Niners, any of these other type situations from the first round played out in a quick sim, quick rebuild before, obviously, the Madden 22 content does start, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see next. I think I'm probably going to go record a Trey Lance one, maybe for Saturday or Sunday. On the 49ers. But if there's any other things you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section below. And if enough people want to see it happen, I will do it. I will pull the trigger. But thank you guys for watching. As always, first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Would love to, honestly, try to hit 150,000 before Madden 22 starts. We're about 3,500-ish away. So that would be really, really cool if we could do that. Leave a comment in the comment section below with how you feel, not only about what team you might want to see next in the rebuild, but how did you feel about your team's first round picks? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be checking through that, chatting with you guys there. And I'll see you guys back here on the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out.